As much as we love the idea of fully immersive, first-person virtual reality game experiences, we also quite fancy the likes of some of the other game types available. After having a little play on MotorBike, a simple, rustic virtual reality motorbike game, one that follows a very similar concept to X-Moto and the popular Trials Bike mobile game app series Trials Xtreme, we found that using the godlike bird's eye viewing system can add an extraordinary dynamic to the experience when playing in virtual reality. The 2D and mobile versions of this game type are already addictive enough and have got us through many long train journeys and delays in the city's underground network. But it has to be said, the virtual reality can bring an extra element of immersion to even the most rudimental of game types. As soon as you play a game like this through a VR headset, the perception of everything changes. Suddenly, you are no longer controlling a 3D or 2D image on a screen. You are looking down on what appears to be a physical model stood there in front of you. And every jump you make or stunt you pull is met with a certain amount of epicness that just can't be achieved from our normal flat screen mono experience. This is mainly due to the change in perception of scale. The fact that when you jump into the air, you have to physically follow the bike with your head, tracking it as it leaps through the sky, means that you have a much greater sense of depth in the game. There's a bit of hysteria around the third-person view format adopted by Oculus for their first title releases. The obvious go-to, and the one that people are most likely expecting, is a first-person, see it through their eyes kind of experience. The problem is that, with such a small amount of total hours spent by gamers playing virtual reality games, there isn't much data to go by when it comes to fully optimizing an experience to reduce the risk of nausea. So this got us thinking, what other game types would we like to see, and which games could possibly benefit from incorporating virtual reality in the mix? Some of our first thoughts shifted towards other godlike game types that allow the player to look down upon and navigate the world from a bird's eye view. Here's a list of some of the current PC and console games that we think may work well. SimCity was a game that immediately came to mind, and pretty much any other city builder of this nature. Having the ability to whiz through the skies, zooming in and out as you lead your economy to victory, would be nothing short of amazing. You would build so much more of an in-depth relationship with the environment that you've created. Being able to stand at the base of your skyscrapers as they tower into the sky, or watching helplessly as natural disasters tear through your city's district, all of this, we feel, would be greatly intensified by VR. Command & Conquer and similar real-time strategy games may also translate well into virtual reality. Again, the ability to zoom right into the battles and witness the chaos firsthand, or commanding your troops from above as they wage war with the opposing forces, could all add up to a super immersive experience. Although the Black and White series has a kind of first-person aspect to it, we still featured it in this list of strategy games we'd like to see in VR. The last release was Black and White 2 in 2005 by Lionhouse Studios. For anyone that isn't familiar with these games, they were an original approach to a simulator game. Being brought to us by the same studio that delivered us the Fable series, it was inevitable that the game would feature some sort of moral aspect. In Black and White, you take the role of a deity and have the choice to be good or evil. You look over your subjects from above and carve a path that defines their future, and each action you make has an effect on how the people view you. The interesting thing about this game is that it uses gestures such as swiping, shaking, and you're even able to pick the subjects up and hold them in your godlike hand that comes from the sky. This could be a very interesting concept if brought over to VR, especially with the announcement of the Oculus Touch and other input devices. As always, thanks for checking in. Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments below.